Hello everybody, welcome on back to Mariners Baseball right here on youtube.com/Shaunosaurus where you can catch new games every single day the Mariners play. Be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell, you'll be notified when I post new videos. Thanks so much for coming back to the channel, or thanks for coming to the channel for the first time if you're new. Either and or both, whatever. Thank you, I appreciate you watching, hanging out, and hopefully enjoying the videos. Today, we are on game number 2 of this series. It's Robbie Ray, 7-1 with a 1.40 ERA, taking on Eduardo Rodriguez, 1-2 with a 3.40 ERA in game 2 of the Seattle-Detroit series. Bit of a rough one yesterday, really behind on that fastball, way ahead of all the stuff that was off speed. It proved to be just really difficult for me. I don't know, the last couple of games I've been really off timing-wise, but we've been able to take a couple of mistake pitches here or there and get a couple 3-0 victories over both Texas and Detroit to open the series. We bumped the winning streak up to 7 games, and we are 9-1, in our last 10. 26-12 is what we are. We're 5.5 ahead of the Angels, 7 ahead of the Astros, 8 ahead. 5.5, 7, 8 ahead of the Rangers. Good little cushion there for what could be a bit of a struggle here. We're lucky to be 9-1 in this scenario. You go back to that Houston game on the 6th, which you can't see, but it is a 7-3 victory. We trailed in that one, and the 7-6 victory against the Texas Rangers, where we came back from 6 down. But we've been able to stick to it, and that is helpful. All right, we're on game 2. We had a pretty bad injury yesterday to Diego Castillo, which is a huge blow. I went back, so I ended the video, went back, looked at the footage, and got the name, and still couldn't find him in the roster. So I don't know. But we'll jump into today's game, and we'll see what we have in the bullpen to work with today. It will be a significant injury, which is unfortunate. Hopefully we don't need a save situation. We do have Paul Sewald, who doesn't have the greatest ERA, but maybe we can throw him in there, and if it gets dicey, put someone else in. But that's, of course, hoping that we can actually get some runs scored, which has not been the easiest thing in the world for us. All right, Robbie Ray on the bump. Who do we need to give some rest to? It's a left-handed pitcher, which means I could go a little more righty-heavy on the lineup. Suarez is like... I like Suarez in that spot, especially because he's been hitting homers like a madman. Get some speed on. France in the 3 spot's not terrible. Colton Wong, Pollock. Do I try to get somebody else with like a little bit better speed? Let's do that. It's a bunch of righties right in a row. We'll flip those. That way it's just 3 instead of 4. I don't know how much that'll help, but could be a little rough. 167 against lefties. Might want to sit him. Shortstop. No. Cade Marlowe hasn't played for several games. Wait, is that the guy they brought up? Was I looking in the wrong thing? Wait, did they bring up a right fielder? Oh, that's why I couldn't find him. Why wouldn't you bring up a pitcher? Oh, no. I was looking at all the pitchers. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I didn't even, put that together. I assumed that it would just be a pitcher is injured, we'll bring in, a pitcher. Oh my gosh. Why would you bring in... Why would you call up another fielder? We have so many outfielders. Oh my God.
This is Comerica Park. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Detroit Tigers.
I can't believe... What a twist. I can't believe that.
I'm John Shambi. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team in home runs and runs batted in, Jonathan Scope.
Yeah, Boogie's one of the pillars of this lineup, and when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, You want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game.
Oh,
if you
my
do that, you got a
goodness.
really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
I can't believe they'd bring up another fielder. I mean, like, infielder, like, maybe, but another outfielder. Eduardo Rodriguez, there are his stats. He has a 3.40 ERA with a 1-2 record, 7 starts, 39.2 innings pitched. He's walked 18, struck out 37, given up 30 hits, and has a 1.21 WHIP. Interestingly enough, 7 starts and only a 1-2 record. So he's only registered like 3. That's very interesting. Okay, there we go. Much better start. A little early on it, got it under the glove of the third baseman, but that's what we're looking for. We want a positive start here.
Sam Haggerty up next for the Mariners. A switch hitter.
We're looking at a four-seam at 94, a cutter at 91, sinker at 94, circle change at 88, slider at 85.
And that's in there.
And there is the sinker at 91. James Paxton fires 7 innings of 2-hit ball. We might see him. Should see him. Paxton played for the Mariners for a while.
Throw to first, and he's back in standing. Another throw over, and he's back in that time as well. Nobody out, runner at first. Next pitch misses inside, and that is
10-28. The Detroit Tigers are 5th in the AL Central. This feels like a team that we should be crushing, but not performing well so far. Of course, much better start today with the hit.
At the belt and fires.
Ooh, that's
that
okay.
One for strike 2.
That's a count that should be in my favor, but that's all right. Can battle back.
And it's even up.
So we'll have Crawford and Wong. Those will be the 2 true lefties.
That's off the mark, and that's
I
ball
threw
3.
away a walk
So,
there.
Here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
High fly ball out to center field. Makes
Just
the grab,
early on
one
that
down.
fastball? Okay.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in easily.
They really don't want him to steal second, which I won't do anyway.
This one chopped up the middle. Baez. And Hernandez is out.
That's a bad pitch. I saw the pitch out throw there, and it just wasn't. That wasn't
Eugenio
what I wanted.
Suarez up to hit now. The leading home run hitter in the American League. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. And fouled off. Next offering is fouled back.
Late.
Rodriguez at second with 2 down. That's
Oh, right to him.
Throw on to Cabrera, and that'll do it. Mariners leave 1. And now the Tigers get their first opportunity. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the
He's
show.
throwing over a lot, which I think was kind of throwing me off a little bit there.
Welcome back.
Robbie
Our
Ray.
starting pitcher in this
Here
one,
are his
Robbie
stats.
Ray.
7-1 record in 7 starts. He does have that kind of weird win in Chicago. A 1.40 ERA in 45 innings pitched. 3 walks, 51 strikeouts, under 1 on the whip. Good stuff. Javier Baez is going to be the leadoff man today as I try to.
When you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Javier Baez leading things off.
Robbie
and
Ray
takes
currently
the start.
injured for the real Mariners, giving some young guys some opportunities to come up and show their stuff.
Strike two. How about Robbie Ray, a guy who won the Cy Young Award in 2021 for the Blue Jays, an all-star in 2017. He grew up in Tennessee. He played on the same travel team as Mookie Betts and Tony Kemp, and he was a really good hitter. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Yeah, and that's what's cool. You think about some of these travel teams and guys that played together and the success they've had. Ray's got a Cy Young Award.
There we go. Knuckle curve all the way down in 79, and that's a strikeout.
Had him out front for strike three. Here's Riley Green. In there for strike one.
Castillo back in the top of the ERA league leaders, or top 7. Robbie Ray up just ahead of, who's that, Griffin Canning?
Ball one there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one catches the zone, and that is strike two. The pitch. Swings and misses. Back-to-back strikeouts.
I like what we're doing here early with, I believe it's going to be Tom Murphy behind the dish today because of the left-handed pitcher. But I do like what we're seeing early. We're throwing a lot of the high-speed stuff. Then we get to a 2-strike count and really slow it down. We'll probably have to tinker with that as we go through this game.
Instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2- or 3-run homer.
So
if they start looking for that sort of thing on
Sharp at the start of this one.
the second or even third time through the lineup, could get into some trouble.
Swings and fouls one off. And a pitch.
Wow, found that spot a little bit. Wasn't where I wanted it, but
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. On the ground to third. And it gets by him.
a little seeing eye grounder right there. No big deal.
On this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Kerry Carpenter stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Next offering is in for a strike. He goes down looking.
That was a strange sequence.
One left for Detroit. Scoreless after one. Back at Comerica Park, digging in, Ty France. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. There's a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Next offering is down low, and that's ball two.
Doesn't have the most control so far. There we
Line
go.
drive, base hit.
It's going to get all the way to
first, digging for two. And he's there with
stand
a
up
leadoff
double for Ty France.
Over that one. Nice job of driving.
That's good patience by me there at the dish to kind of spit on some pitches there. We missed a couple. I think part of the problem yesterday was I kept putting myself in bad pitch counts.
Position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. And that one lifted in the air center field.
Oh.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Darn.
And there's one
Actually,
down.
I thought that might get down. Not terrible, but it
A.J.
did.
Pollock at the dish.
Gives us a little bit of trouble
He's due.
to manufacture this
And
run.
there's a
Bad.
foul ball.
Gosh darn it! I thought I had it up there. Didn't matter. It was late. That was right what I was looking for.
That hits
There
the
we go.
dirt, and that's ball one. France leads off second with one gone in the inning. The pitch. And that's in the dirt.
So each of the
Bounced out to short.
Darn it.
Baez.
I think it was going to be
Goes
strike
across the
three. What I was going
diamond,
to say is
and
each
they
of the
take care of Pollock for the out.
the fastballs got lower in the zone, so I figured if I kind of camped out lowest, I'd have a shot at
So
it.
here's
But
Murphy now.
early on that one. Oh,
Out to
wasted
short.
that double. That was a sinker. It dove on me,
Baez
and that's the
fires
end of
over
the
to
inning.
first. And that's the third out. One left for Seattle. We'll go
The
to
Crawford
bottom of the
hit wasn't
second.
terrible,
No
just
score.
kind of right to him. Not a great at bat with Pollock. Pollock and Raleigh both have
Back here at the ballpark, we
93
head to the
plus
bottom of
power. I
the
think
second. Now it's
Raleigh, I think, is like
Austin
94
Meadows.
power versus righties, and Pollock is 98 power versus lefty. And I just can't get them going.
Ray back to work. And that's in for a strike.
Been a little frustrating, if I'm being honest. In that scenario, I guess you kind of just hope that the
Gonna count 1-2. It's a
the
good
ball
take.
is fouled, so you get at least another. You fight it off foul, and you get another pitch.
Pitch misses.
That was a
Ball two.
great pitch.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
On the ground. And it gets by him.
That animation kicks in, and it really slows him down.
Through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those.
Runner takes off. And that one fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. Popped up. That gets down for a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
No, he didn't get
we're
much
okay.
of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there.
Not
And
where I
he found
wanted that at all,
Jake
but that's okay.
Rogers in the box now. Take strike
Strikeout
one.
here would be pretty fantastic.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Patrick Johnson
go.
calling the balls and strikes.
pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy.
It was the right idea,
expand
just
the
bad
zone, but
execution.
usually
Little
you at least
anxious.
feel like the guy on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make guys earn it.
Tapped softly on the ground. Zips it across.
That was
and
about
that
the
is a big
worst
first
possible
out.
scenario there.
Batting eighth, the center fielder.
Maybe could have tried to go to
And
third.
next to hit for Detroit, Matt Vierling. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. That one's in there. That's strike two. Goes down looking.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab
What?
the lead. You had the infield back. All you
Okay,
had to
that
do
might
was
bail me out of this situation. I mean, that one out situation, allowing both base runners to move, was the worst case scenario for me.
with 2 outs.
And now here is Ryan Kreidler. That misses. Ball one. Second and third, 2 down. And there's the strike. And a swing and a miss there.
I think you're sitting off speed there.
And now it's even up.
I like the sequence right here. Jammed him on that last pitch, then trying to go away. You get that hitter leaning out over the plate a little bit. Now he's very vulnerable again to something inside like we saw earlier.
Oh, that was the perfect location. That was right where I wanted that.
Scope on at second with 2 down.
Got him. Got him. That's huge. First and second with nobody out, and they don't score.
Top of the third. We're tied. 0-0.
Whew. They weren't great hits. I mean, the first one was the better hit of the two. Gets it through the infield. Hey, that's going to happen. No big deal. But the way they've redone the shift, not a big deal. That second little bloop shot, that sucked. Actually, I'm surprised they didn't try to push him to third. Might have been worth the aggression there because they might have scored a run in that scenario. Or kind of forced me into a weird scenario where maybe I get the call, like maybe I get the out, but that elongates the inning. I don't know. Good timing on the cutter, just a little on top of it.
That takes care of Wong.
The center fielder, number 44,
Julio Rodriguez. Up next for the Mariners. Hard ground ball, base
Rodriguez sees his second pitch of the day and gets his second hit of the day. Single. We're coming through, like, it's a good section of this lineup here.
Even on ground balls, so a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they
he's really liking the sinker, which makes me kind of want to camp a little bit lower.
And now Sam Haggerty.
That's a pitch out. They are so worried about me stealing, but they obviously haven't looked at the stats of, like, I think I've stolen one base.
Scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. The other way, and that one gets down, fair ball.
We're sending him.
We're sending him.
We're sending him. We're sending him.
In there, he scores.
All the way from first, 99 speed, baby.
The other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands. You let the ball
That's
travel,
good shit right there.
Good
shit.
Great work right there.
1 out, runner at second. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's over.
And again, like a good call on my part.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases.
Terrible lean to the left. I wonder if that's a new animation. Maybe I've been too harsh on a couple of my corner outfielders. Maybe it's just kind of a new thing.
You're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And you go with that sinker again? No, it was a cutter. A little early on it. See if maybe you go somewhere up in the zone. That's a bad swing on my part. Early on it.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. The next pitch misses.
We're seeing down again.
Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
Swing and a miss.
Fuck. That was the one I was looking for. The timing was, like, just barely good.
Line drive,
well, that will at least push the runner to third. Don't love the plate appearance there. Of course, you know, I'm looking up, down. That's when he goes up, you know. Down, up.
Up next for the Mariners.
That's not what I'm looking for.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
I wanted all of that one. I thought sinker. Oh God, too late anyway. That was a power swing.
2015 out of San Diego State, and in 2022 he was an all-star. The lefty ready and a 1-1. That's down and in.
Looks like he's being a little cautious.
Should be a 3-0 count.
After doubling the first time up, doesn't
I feel
want
like
to
he's
make
kind
another
of
mistake.
Abandon the sinker.
2 balls,
That's
2
a
strikes
nice
to
cutter.
count with 2 outs.
That's a nice cutter.
Sets him down looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on
Got the
fastball
bottom
to
of the
deep.
zone. That's a great
2
pitch.
runs, 3 hits,
That's a
no
great
errors,
pitch.
and 1 left. We head
I
down
thought it
to
was
the
going to be a
whole
ball.
half of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 2 and the Tigers nothing. And welcome back. Now it's Javier Baez.
The shortstop.
Well, after scoring runs,
I
this is
mean-
where you're
I
looking for
mean,
that shutdown
damn.
inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Baez, a former Gold
That's okay.
Glove winner, hitting leadoff in today's game. And he was born in Puerto Rico.
Partially my fault because I did put him in that. I did put myself in that position with the bad swing on pitch number 1. But oh god,
Roberto Clemente to Pudge Rodriguez.
I mean those last 2 pitches were so good.
And a
The
pitch.
cutter that broke in.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Comebacker to the mound.
Cutter that
Fires over
broke
to
back in,
first.
and
One
then
gone,
just
bottom
like
of the
right,
third inning.
right on the bottom of the zone. Damn,
Now back, the designated
it's good shit.
And next up for the Tigers, Riley Green. His first at bat was a strikeout. There's a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Got him swinging.
Well, that bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to
Miguel
foul
Cabrera,
something
the
off,
single
extend
in the
that at
first. He
bat.
saw just about everything.
Now up to hit,
Actually, he did
Miguel
not see a
Cabrera.
slider.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
France, why aren't you on the bag? That should have been an out. Well, it could have been an out. Maybe not should have been.
Here's the left fielder, Kerry Carpenter. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swinging a foul straight back.
Those are some of the rarest outs. It's a 9-2, I want to say. 9-2 put out. And even like most of them are like,
And that's through there for a strike.
they just forgot to run or tripped out of the box. You're like, well, that's pretty embarrassing.
Swings and sends a rocket
Oh,
to right. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double.
I think I
Second
doubled
and
up a little
third
bit
now.
too much. It's been a problem with
Any better than that.
Robbie
Just a
or
solid
with
swing
Tom
right
Murphy
there.
calling the pitches down there. And I commented on it earlier. We saw Hernandez take a step inside
That's
before
Austin
breaking out.
Meadows.
We're okay. It's a sinker. Swing timing good. I mean, decent power.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Probably need to look a little higher in the zone. On some of these.
2 outs, 2 in
Some of these
scoring
counts.
position. Check swing, no appeal.
That's a
And
strike.
1-1.
That's a strike, sir.
And there's the strike.
All right, can we wiggle our way out of this situation?
Fouls it off, still 1
Oh
and 2.
my God. What happened with the slider there? That was 37 power?
2 on, 2 outs. Swing
There we
and a
go.
miss. Struck him out.
Second and third
Slider
again,
got
and
him
we
for
get out of
strike
it. Let's
3.
go.
Adrenaline, we can see it right there.
We are
Sometimes
bending,
you
but
just
we
gotta
are not
let it out.
breaking.
That's an outstanding
Robbie
job
Ray
of
with a nice
taking
pitch.
that,
5 hits for
executing,
each
and
team.
getting out of a tough
Just been
inning.
able to push across a couple of runs. 2-0 Mariners through 3.
Back at Comerica Park,
Leading off for
John
the Mariners.
Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, J.P. Crawford.
Set to lead off the fourth. Inexcusable.
Rodriguez back to work. And ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
The wind and the pitch.
Ooh, that's a nice. That's a nice circle
In today's
change.
game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
There we go. Nice piece of contact just early on the cutter there.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the
I got so
ball game.
nervous there. It cut to that, and I was like, "Oh god dang it!" If J.P. Crawford got injured.
And now for Seattle, A.J. Pollock. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is
That
fouled
was
off.
it.
Well,
That was a
Mariners showing great discipline at the
solid piece of
plate,
contact.
and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs
That
across
was not
the
as
score
good.
as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Next offering is fouled back.
It's an okay swing.
The pitch. Out to short. Oh, great
That
stop. The
old
throw onto Scope. And they turn the double play.
We
Motherfucker.
thought that was going to be a single.
Are you
Not
kidding
a
me?
double play. Just a great job. Dives, knocks it down, feeds it to the second baseman. And a nice turn around the bag.
Man,
Really
that
great job.
sucks.
Now it's Tom Murphy. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Foul ball.
Oof.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Colton Wong up to hit. Grounded out his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. Left-hand hitter waits. There's a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Runner at second. 2 down. And now 2-2.
2 strikes.
If he doesn't have a ton of speed, 51 speed's not.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line.
There we go.
And a base hit.
Colton Wong with a ribby knock. Let's go. 3-0. 2-out damage. That's the good shit. Woo!
Picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Julio Rodriguez getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Rodriguez 2 for 2 today. Couple of singles. He was 0 for yesterday, which is unfortunate.
And that one
That's
clips
fine.
the corner. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, the good thing
Little
so
inconsistency
far is
with
that
the
he
bottom of
hasn't
the zone.
issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Next pitch off the plate. 3 balls and a strike.
Haggerty's a good guy to have up next. Wong's only got 34 speed, so he's going to take
And now
something.
the lefty fouls one away.
That was it.
And now
That was the
3-2.
pitch.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Payoff pitch. Down the right field line. That's a base hit.
We will stay
They
safe.
stop the
We'll
lead
stay
runner
safe.
at second, Now 2 on with 2 outs.
With Haggerty here, he's already doubled to right, and we were able to push Julio all the way around. So
just stay disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Now here is Sam Haggerty. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
ooh, Sean,
And
no,
it was
no,
nowhere
no, no,
near
no.
that one for strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Joey Wentz getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Boyd warming up as well.
Sean,
So now 1-2. Way high.
I mean, that's a 4-pitch walk right there. That loads the bases for Hernandez.
And here it comes.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And a 3-2. Laced into left. That's a base hit. And that's going to get into the corner. One run
Turn
is
around,
in.
turn around, turn around, turn around.
Another scores.
Should have sent
2
him to
runs
second
in on the
immediately,
play,
but
and
that's
the
all
lead
right.
is up to
It should have been a
5.
double, but it's a two-run knock there, and off a terrible count, right? Battle it back, and he finally throws me the 4-seam over the heart of the plate that I was looking for. That's good stuff. Haggerty probably has enough speed to get around the base paths.
2 down, and now the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 2. Swings through that.
I wanted that late, I'm
Haggerty,
guessing.
the runner
Yeah.
at first with 2 gone. And now the count is even.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
And the pitch. And that's outside. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Next one just misses. And it's a full count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that
Both
is
of those
ball
pitches
4.
felt like they were right there to be called strike 3, but well, I will take the walk then.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Eduardo Rodriguez done for the day, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Couple of runs here with some 2-out damage. That's
Joey
good
Wentz
stuff.
comes on
They're going to
now.
bring in another
Averaging
lefty
more than
pitcher,
1
which
hit
is
allowed per
interesting.
inning pitched this season.
Joey Wentz has a
That's not where you wanna be at
5.65
all.
ERA
We'll see how he does
in
here.
13 games, a 1-1 record, 28.2 innings pitched, no saves or opportunity. Righties
So
batting
now
a
it's
little
the
bit better
Mariner
than
cleanup
lefties.
hitter,
Both of them having
Eugenio Suarez.
pretty decent success against him. 4-seam's going to top out at 95, a cutter at 86. Circle change at 86 as well, and a curveball all the way down at 78.
And first offering
So
is
cutter
fouled
that
off.
missed, and I'm a little aggressive here with Suarez real early.
The pitch. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it.
Not good, not
No
good.
advance. Good job behind the dish. Next offering misses, and the count 1-2.
0-2 curve right there.
Okay.
Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
On the ground. Gathers and throws to first. And that
Not a
is
great
the third out of the
sequence
inning.
there. They brought in the
They
new
strike with
pitcher.
3 runs on
That
5
curveball that I
hits.
swung on
No
was
errors
very,
and a
very
couple
bad.
left on. We're
Put myself in a
midway
poor
in the
poor
fourth.
situation,
It's the M's
which is a
5,
little
and the
less
Tigers
frustrating
nothing.
when you have a 5-0 lead.
Welcome back. Bottom 4.
Leading off.
Now it's the
For the
second
Tigers.
baseman, Jonathan
The
Scope.
second baseman, Jonathan.
The line of the pitch. That one off the mark.
Just
1-0.
outside, huh?
Well, these Tigers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep
That knuckle
eating
curve
right
was
out
in
of your
a
hand.
really good spot. I actually thought it kind of sailed on me a little bit. I didn't realize it got down into the corner like that. Holy cannoli.
Bounce to third. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Detroit, Matt Vierling. There's a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Rodriguez puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Tigers are shut down there. It's 5-0.
God, we're only through 4? Ugh.
New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Mariners, Ty France.
23. Ty France.
The wind of the pitch. That one missed.
Well, these Mariners doing a
Gotta
good job
slow
of putting the ball
down
in
here.
play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one
That
of them so
curveball
far,
is
which tells you
real
a lot.
dangerous. Actually, pretty good swing timing on
A
it.
1-1. Good eye right there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Lined,
A
and
little
that's a base
bloop
hit.
shot into right. Just late on it, but pretty good. Pretty good location on the swing there.
Patience and discipline
PCI
paid off
looking
right
good.
there as he got into an advantage count. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Man at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford.
No,
Next
Sean.
pitch is popped up. Baez settles underneath it. Puts the squeeze on it. And there's one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
A.J. Pollock up next for the Mariners. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. France leads off first with 1 away. And a foul ball. Next offering is in
okay.
for a strike.
Good
Nice
approach right
location.
there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
That one not close. 2-2. There's a swing and a drive. And it's gone.
There it is. There it is. Pollock's
He'll
98
circle the bases,
power coming
and he had a
on
couple
through there.
more. It's 7-0.
Woo! We're starting to really pour it on here.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Tom Murphy will hit next.
Ooh,
Check
Sean.
swing,
Okay.
no appeal.
Way to lay off.
One down, base is empty.
That's what I'm looking for.
In the air, right
darn
field.
it. Darn it.
Meadows pulls it
Flip
down,
the swings.
and there's 2 gone.
Flip the swings.
Now batting, second baseman, Colton.
2 outs, base is empty.
Wong.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of
Sean,
the speed,
no.
because of the ability to put down
Got
that
her
ball.
way under it.
Moving under it. Makes the grab, and that's the
Too
inning.
determined to swing there on the first
But
pitch.
2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 7-0. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman.
These were the results I was
Ryan
looking
Kreidler.
for a little more frequently against Detroit. Trying to use the starters as long as possible.
Clearly down in this
A
ball
lot
game,
of-
and you can't
lot
look
of
at the
wiggle-
deficit
wiggle
and try
room
to
to
get it
work
out
with.
back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Kicks and deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Got him looking for the K. Froze him with the heater at the knee.
Good shit. Right on the corner.
The batter now,
Now
Javier
batting,
Baez.
shortstop, Javier.
If you haven't already, be sure to
Mound,
check out
very
today's
efficient,
haze
able to
test
produce an
video.
outcome, it seems like,
What
within
was
the
it?
third or
I
fourth
don't
pitch,
actually
just
remember.
about every at
I
bat.
think it's cookies.
That's in there.
Found a
That's
bunch of new
strike
stuff for
Javier
that
Baez, who
show
hails from Puerto
yesterday.
Rico. He was the 9th overall pick in 2011 by the Cubs, and what a fun player to watch. Won the World Series in 2016. He was the NLCS
So be
MVP,
sure to
and of
stay
course,
tuned for that.
on the cover of MLB The Show in 2020.
I think I mentioned that
Nearly
yesterday.
won the MVP in 2018 when he finished runner-up to Christian Yelich, and it's about the only thing he hasn't been able to do.
Now it's the DH, Riley Green. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
All ones the count.
That misses
Ooh,
off the
man,
outside
not the-
edge.
I forgot that first pitch was a strike. It was just a bad strike.
The 1-1. In the air on the infield, and that is that.
Weird. I don't know why that was
For
Crawford's
Detroit,
ball.
Not going their way. It's 7-0. Back here in Detroit, top of the 6th inning. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
The pitch.
All one.
And there's a ball.
Way inside, ball one.
6'5" lefty, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. And it's 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
Yeah, well, he's too late.
And there's a strike.
One ball, two strikes.
Good eye right there.
2-2 the count.
Does he try and go low? Okay, fouled away the circle change.
The 2-2. Line drive.
Ooh, nice
Caught.
grab. Late on that one. Darn it. Definitely feel like I'm seeing him better today.
Next to hit, Sam Haggerty. And that's in there for strike one. Now 1-1. And
Oh,
1-2.
Sean.
Just a little too
That
quick on
is
that front shoulder,
really
front hip,
bad.
front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Stays alive. Kicks and fires. And that one moves his feet. Swings.
Oh, got me with that cutter.
Him out.
Okay.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he
Kind
likes
of-
to shoot the ball the other way, but that
I
time
mean, the wheels are getting a little wobbly here.
And up next for Seattle, Teoscar Hernandez. He swings
Sean.
and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Hernandez measures 6 feet 2 inches. 30 years old now, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League.
I mean, that's the pitch
Next
to kind
offering
of
is
to
in
go
for a
for.
strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Some high
What
cheese
the
for strike
fuck?
3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Mariners 7 and the
Back-to-back strikeouts?
and welcome
The fuck
back.
is that
and here
shit?
is Miguel Cabrera. And a pitch. Outside corner for a strike. Cabrera, an all-star a season ago. More than 3,000 hits in his career. And he was born in Venezuela. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals.
some of the greatest players in the history of the game were born in Venezuela, including one that finished with 500+ home runs, 3,000+ hits, and a triple crown.
In the air out to center, and it drops in. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Hitting is really easy for some
What the
guys.
fuck?
One thing that I can see already
That's
is
all right. It's an
guys
easy,
is in the
easy
zone
turn
on
for
the lane
a
an
double
extended
play
period of
here.
time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane.
Okay.
And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Austin Meadows now. That one's in there, 0-1. Next pitch is popped up.
Infield fly rule, Niners out.
The batter, number 7, second baseman,
2
Jonathan.
on with 1 out. And now it's Jonathan Scope. In there, and it's 0-1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
And a swing and a miss. So he's gotten deep into this
So
game.
it's been
And at least so
Cabrera
far,
and
not
whoever's
showing
right
up to the
behind him.
signs of
Carpenter, I
fatigue.
think is his name. Cabrera and Carpenter have really played well against me today. I would not be surprised if they have most, if not like all of the hits
Insane.
against me.
And even guess right. When you talk about guessing in the game, it's really anticipation and sort of going with what the highest probability pitch, velocity, location at that point of the at-bat is.
0-2 now.
Ball.
That one was
1 ball,
not
2
good.
strikes.
Bounced up the middle. Crawford. And that is the inning.
Okay.
2 left on.
We've
We're
given
through
up
6
7
full.
hits.
It's the Mariners 7.
Those guys
and the
have like
Tigers
maybe
nothing.
6 of those 7 hits. Cabrera's 3 for
Welcome
3.
back
I would not
on
be
the
surprised
third
if Carpenter
baseman,
is that
Eugenio Suarez.
as well.
He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Tigers bullpen with some action.
Lorides
Jason
in the
Foley
bullpen.
preparing to come on if needed. Vest getting cranked up as well. Comes up empty on the swing.
I should know.
0-2
I should
now.
know. I mean, just don't even worry about it. Even if the curveball, even if that pitch is a strike.
That one to first, lays out. He's got it. Onto the pitcher, and he's out easily.
Oh, for the love of God. Are you fucking kidding me?
You got to hope that the pitcher's going to be there in case you can't get to the bag yourself. But
Fucking
a good job to
bullshit.
start that play.
Fell down and tagged him out
here's the
anyway.
First baseman, Ty France. Ball one, no strikes. Just missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That misses the zone. 3 balls, no strikes. Liner caught it second.
Now batting. Shortstop.
It was exactly what I wanted. The fastball
Two outs,
right down the
base empty.
frickin' middle,
J.P. Crawford up
and
next
it's just
for the
like a
Mariners.
lazy little liner.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Curveball away early.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball.
God, no, not this. Not this. Very
Here comes the
early on the
pitch.
curveball, very late on the fastball.
Off the mark there. Now 1 and 2.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
In the air to left center. Baez under it. Brings it in. And that is that. Mariners go down quietly there, but they're still in control. It's 7-0.
So we're just gonna keep
Back in
Keep
command
riding
of the
with
park.
Robbie
Ready to
Ray
go
here.
For the last half of the inning. And
The
now
center fielder.
Matt Vierling. Close one.
That
Doesn't
is
get the call.
a
And that's
strike.
ball 1. That's a little bit low. And a pitch. And that one hit to first. He steps on the bag. And a quick out, number
Now
1.
batting. Third baseman. Ryan Kreidler.
And next to hit for Detroit, Ryan Kreidler, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First offering, and it just misses.
Ball one, no strike.
Fought off foul. And a 1-1. Just off the
I mean,
outside
we're-
part of the plate. And another ball. The wide to kick the pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
You can bring up Flexen and Seawald.
First pitch, and he just
That is
misses.
a strike. What is happening to your zone?
Line drive. And he makes the catch. 2 away.
What?
Up next to the Tigers.
What are some of these calls, man?
And now Riley Green.
Green.
And that one wrapped foul. Next offering is down low. There's a strike.
Just 1 out away from 7 strong innings and just at 100 pitches. Man, pretty impressive. They've got to be happy with what they've gotten from him out there today.
Rodriguez makes a
All
nice
right.
running catch. Tigers lead 1. They continue to
Rodriguez
trail.
comes through with
7-0.
the catch there. We're through 7-0 Mariners. Are we going to bring in a right-handed pitcher here? They got a excuse me, had a couple of them up there.
Top of the eighth. Now the left fielder, A.J. Pollock.
With this kind of
Just
lead,
kidding,
he
they're
can
gonna-
swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
First offering misses the mark. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Here's a 1-1. Good eye right there. That's to third.
Curveball really early on it.
Cabrera. One up, one down. So up next, Tom Murphy. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a pop-up right side, foul territory.
So late on that.
Rogers makes the grab for the second out.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at-bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Wong in now, takes ball one off the plate. Lifted in the air out to left. That one gets down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Oh, Sean. Oh,
left,
Sean. You
ground.
fucking idiots. You suck.
Racing,
God,
makes the
you suck
catch.
so much.
Mariners leave one, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Back here in Detroit, on to the bottom of the eighth, and now the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Miguel Cabrera.
Back now, new pitcher on the
Let's
mound.
bring
as we
in
roll
Chris
into the bottom of
Flexen.
the eighth. Chris
Your
Flexen.
attention, please.
Well, he's been a really tough
Now
guy to
pitching
take
for
deep
the
this
Mariners.
season. You usually have to string some hits
77,
together in order to get to
Chris
him.
Flexen.
And a pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Ripped on a line. Hernandez.
There we go.
makes the
Finally,
catch,
we'll
and
set
there's
Miguel
one gone.
Cabrera down.
Number 30.
Was a perfect 3 for 3 on the day.
Carpenter.
And next will be the Tiger cleanup
Carpenter's
hitter,
2
Gary
for 3, so they have
Carpenter.
5 of the, I think, 8 current hits for the.
In there
for-
strike one.
No need to offer at that pitch.
Excuse
until
me,
you
for
get
the
to 2
Tigers,
strikes. It's
so.
just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
Oh, that's a fucking strike. What is happening?
Got him looking. And he's down
That
on
was a beautiful
strikes
circle
for
change.
the second
Really,
time
really
today.
happy with that circle
Nice job
change.
right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch
right
before
fielder.
looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Here is Austin Meadows. 1 for 3. And that's in there for strike one. And the righty deals.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
I don't even think I threw the...
This to third. Fires across the diamond, and that will end the inning.
We're through 8-7 lead here for the Mariners. We're coming a little undone here as far as the offense is concerned. We had such a strong start, but the last couple of innings, they bring in those other pitchers, and it just throws me off.
Foley taking over on the mound. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise.
We'll go ahead and bring in Paul Sewald for the bottom of the ninth, and we'll push that win streak to 9. We could go perfect 10-0 in our last 10 with a sweep tomorrow.
Sam Haggerty digs in now. He's someone
Our
that you
third
might
straight
not describe
sweep.
as having elite
We're looking at our
level
third
speed,
straight or
but
fourth
he can
straight
absolutely
series
move,
win,
and it is a
and May
factor
has
in
been
his
much,
game.
much kinder to us. They had the end of April.
The pitch. And ball one.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about
What,
him is that
9-1
he
through the
goes
first 10
all
games of
out
May?
every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Sinker at 97, slider at 88, four seam at 99, circle change at 90.
Line drive. Whips it to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, right fielder, Teoscar.
And here is
Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez. And it's foul
Sean.
away.
That is not what you want to see
Measures
here.
6
Stop.
feet 4 inches. He features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. The next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ronnie Garcia getting ready to go. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul.
Early on that, unfortunately.
The 1-2. That one just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Righty to the plate.
We got a full count.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Vierling makes the grab on the
Just
run.
early on the slider, a little on the outside there.
Now batting, the third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Eugenio Suarez. In the air,
no.
left field.
Slider did not
Carpenter
dip the
settles
way I
under
thought it
this
was going
one.
to. I thought it was going to be a little lower in
He's
the
got
zone.
it. And that is
That's
out
all right.
number
Didn't
3.
even bring in
3 up, 3 down
Sewald
that
here.
time.
But we will.
6,
We will.
7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mariners 7 and the Tigers nothing. And welcome back. Bottom of the ninth. Now it's the second baseman, Jonathan Scope.
Jonathan Scope is going to face a new pitcher here, Paul Sewald. We haven't seen him in a while.
On the pitch here.
4.97 on
He's
the
pitching
ERA.
on
That
2
is
days
dropping in
rest.
his 12.2 innings pitched, 2 out of 3 saves and opportunities, a 1-1 record in 10 appearances.
And here it comes. And that's in for a strike. That one hooked foul. Right-handed reliever. Hard hit left side. Crawford throws to first in time. Scope going to the
Gets the
play.
out. This was a good pitching performance, regardless of, I mean, if we give up a run or whatever, like,
Up now for the
game obviously
Tigers.
not over. But I'm happy to get 7 from Robbie,
Strike right there.
and then just use 2 pitchers. It's going to be extra important because our bullpen's a little bit thinner because for some reason, foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Next offering is
Especially because
foul
they bring up an infielder when I'm already kind of not
Tries
using
to
the
hold
full
on the
allotment
field
of
first, and he held back according to
the
Larry
full
Bullard.
range of arms.
On the ground to third.
I did actually think about bringing in and throwing in the left-handed guy, but I was like, it sounds like it's a bad idea.
The center fielder, number 8. Matt.
So last chance for the Tigers.
And honestly, it could be like this
Here's
for
the
a
center
while. I
fielder,
think
Matt
ideally,
Fierling. And first offering is fouled off at the belt and fires.
why would they bring in a
Here's the strike.
fielder? Maybe they reevaluate him in 15 or 30 days or something. Ideally, I think you send one of those guys back down and break up a pitcher.
Right side. Hernandez ranging after
All
it.
right, and it is a...
Glove it cleanly.
I was literally about to say a touchdown victory.
Ryan Kreidler up now for the Tigers. On the ground to the left. Suarez.
And it is a touchdown victory for the Mariners. We gave up one extra hit there at the end.
9 wins in a row.
Yeah, this
It's
one
such a
wasn't
good feeling right now with
close.
this
This one
squad.
felt a lot
No one
better.
wants to
I
be
feel like
the
we got a
guy
little
that causes
wobbly
the
as
team
the
to lose.
game
In fact,
went
they're looking
on.
at
They
ways.
brought in
Each
that,
guy,
I think that's
every day
second
comes to the
or maybe
ballpark.
it was
How
third,
can I
whatever.
help us win
They brought in
today?
another
This is a
left-handed
great
pitcher,
feeling.
and
It's
that
like
guy
being
gave
in
me
the
trouble for
playoffs.
whatever
When
reason.
individual statistics don't
But
matter,
it was
it's all about the
all
team
said and
W.
done
This
by the
one
time they brought
ends
them in, so it didn't really
7-0
matter.
For Chris Singleton and our entire
7-0
outstanding crew
victory.
here at
That's going to
MLB
feel
Show.
real
I'm John
good
Sciambi. Thanks for joining
as we are
us.
going to move into the series finale tomorrow, Mother's Day. For America, if you're in a different place, it probably already happened. Every March it rolls around in like England or whatever, and it's like, oh shoot, it's Mother's Day already? It's like, no, Mother's Day's in May here. Robbie Ray picks up win number 8 of the season. Eduardo Rodriguez drops to 1-3. Mariners win the series and lead the series 2-0. Robbie Ray not only wins the game, he is your player of the game. 7 innings pitched. He gave up 8 hits, struck out 9, no walks, no earned on his line today. We did have the one error which should have ended the game, but whatever. Rodriguez pitched 3.2 innings pitched, or well, whatever. 10 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 5 earned. Miguel Cabrera was 3 for 4. Kerry Carpenter was 2 for 4. They had 5 of the 8 hits for Detroit combined. Meadows and Scope both 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Pollock 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run. Haggerty 2 for 5 with a double. He knocked in 3 and scored once himself. Rodriguez was 3 for 5, scored twice. Colton Wong was 2 for 4. He knocked in a run and scored a run later. So there you go. That middle section, the 3, 4, 5, that's where it was real good. 7, 8, 9, not so much. Who's talking? All right, there you go. Feeling real good here. We're 27-12. Our last loss coming to Oakland in a really weird 11-8 game. Just a bizarre series of events that happened there. We got one more here in Detroit before going to Boston, where we might actually see James Paxton. Maybe that third game. I don't know if they have it out that far. Oh, James Paxton will be on the mound. He is a former Mariner, so that'll be fun. Tomorrow it's Marco Gonzalez, 3-2 with a 3.18 ERA, taking on Matt Manning, 1-4 with a 3.83 ERA. Right here, 6 p.m. Pacific time on youtube.com/Shawnosaurus Rex. Not a whole lot to say about this one. You can see those good innings, 3, 4, 5 runs here, there, and everywhere. And then it was pretty quiet at the beginning. Got off to a good start with getting the hit with Rodriguez. That was not a great swing, but we were able to at least drive something through. And then the end kind of just tapered off, and we couldn't really find a groove. Struck out a bunch. It just kind of started to feel like, oh, okay, we're getting a little wobbly here, but we don't need to. We can not do this sort of thing. Either way, it's a 7-0 victory. Thankfully, nothing. Error didn't come back to cost us. Our batting was bad late and good early, and we didn't have to do what we did yesterday with basically just one bad pitch that we were able to turn into one good result. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you tomorrow for Game 3. Looking for our 3rd straight sweep and looking to improve to 28 wins on the season. We're 9-1 in our last 10 and feeling good before we head over to Boston. Big series next week against Atlanta. I'm actually quite excited for that because those are going to be 2 good teams. So hopefully we can stay competitive with them because we have struggled in the past. Be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that good stuff. Good sports. Go Mariners. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for more baseball.